Okay, so we have been looking at these two approaches, backward state space planning and forward state space planning, and we have found that forward state space planning seems to work well in many ways, but it has high branching factor, and backward state space planning has low branching factor, but it has its own issues. And we can see that these issues are to do with the way in which the planning operators are defined. In some sense, they have a built-in sense of direction. There is a built-in arrow of time which is implicit in the planning operators, and they are essentially designed to progress in the state space. As a result of which, when an applicable action A is applied in a state S, the positive effects of that action are added to S and they become true. The negative effects are deleted from S because they become false as a result of that action. So, the action makes some things true, those are added to the state, and it makes some things false, which are deleted from the state essentially. And the resulting state of goals S define a valid state. So, we are using a term goals here. So, when we talk about things like on A B, for example, we have been calling them predicates, but the planning community also calls them at goals essentially. So, we will use the term interchangeably. So, the resulting set of goals or the resulting set of predicates S prime, which we get after progression, it actually defines a valid state. That is the important point, that when you apply a action, what results is a state essentially, and in that sense progression is closed over the state space, that you can only go from one state to another state. That is not true of regression, unfortunately. A relevant action A addresses one or more goals in G. Again, we are using the term goals for predicates. So, we saw that there were two goals, for example, on AB and on BC. One of them will be addressed by every relevant action. Regression over an action A, so this is an action A, adds the preconditions of A to G essentially, we have seen that essentially, and carries forward other goals which were not addressed by this action into the sub goal essentially. So, the resulting set G or the sub goal or G prime may not be feasible in practice, and that's we saw examples of this, where for example, we had a goal or a sub goal in which both holding A and holding B were true at the same time. That clearly with a one armed robot this is not possible. So, this is a drawback of regression, that because the operators are defined for progression, they do not work well for regression, and that is why we have to do an extra check to see that after backward state space planning has terminated. And when does it terminate? It terminates when the goal that it has regressed to is a subset of the start state. But even then we have to do a double check to see that the plan that it has given to us, whether it is a valid plan or not, and that we saw is done by progressing from the start state with the plan to see whether we are reaching the goal state or not. So, so when you are doing backward state space planning, we have to have this additional step, that instead of terminating, what we will do is we will check whether it is a valid plan, and only if it is a valid plan we will terminate, otherwise we will go back and look for another plan. So, typically we have seen how search operates. So, regression is not closed over the state space, that the goal description that we want, for example, we want on A B to be true and let us say on G D to be true, let us say this may be part of a feasible state. But when we regress from this goal to the sub goals, we have seen examples like this, that you may be holding. So, let us say instead of A B, if it was let us say A C and B D, because you want to achieve on A C, you would have ended up by holding A in a regress state, and because you want to achieve on B D, you would have ended up with holding B in the regress state, and we have seen that that is not possible. So, regression is not closed over the state space, that you may start with a goal description which is part of a feasible state, but you may end up with a goal description which is not part of a feasible state, and I mean such a state could not exist. So, it requires a check and possibly extra work, that if it is not a valid plan, go and look for another plan essentially. So, let us do a comparison of forward and backward uh, state space planning and how they explore the space essentially. So, these are the two planners that we have seen. We have not written down the algorithms in detail, because the search algorithms carry forward from our earlier search algorithms, but we have seen that the mechanism is different, in which how do we represent the operators, how do we represent the state, and how do we do the move generation, either in the case of forward state space or in the case of backward state space planning. So, the forward state space planning starts with the start state, that is the old search algorithm that we were looking at. The backward state space planning starts with a goal description of what you want to achieve essentially. Moves in forward state space planning have to be applicable in a given state, and in backward state space planning they have to be relevant to a goal state essentially. Applicability can be checked quite easily, that the preconditions of those actions must be true in the state S, which can be checked by saying that the set of preconditions is a subset of the description of the state S, which is a set of goals or the set of predicates that we want to see. And action A is relevant if the intersection of the positive effects of the action A and the goal that you are trying to achieve is non-empty. It is not equal to the empty set essentially, which means it produces at least one predicate in the goal set, and it must not delete anything from the goal set. So, that the negative effects and intersection of G must be empty essentially, and then that action A is relevant essentially. The transition that happens is that progression happens in forward state space and regression happens in backward state space. Progression happens by, if you remember, you start with the state S and you have chosen an action A which is applicable, because the preconditions of A are a subset of this S. Now, to this set S you add the positive effects of A and you subtract from that set the negative effects of A. That is how you go from S to S prime, the new state. And we saw that this is a sound process, that S prime is always a legal state essentially. Regression happens from a goal to a sub goal. So, from a goal G to a sub goal G prime, and it happens by removing the positive effects of that action that you are regressing over, because they are anyway going to be produced by the action. So, they do not have to be true in G prime, and adding the preconditions of the action A to G prime, because preconditions must be true for that action to be applicable essentially. But we saw that this process is not sound and it can end up in goal descriptions which are not feasible. So, we expressed transition as follows, that that is how we build the plan essentially. So, you take the old plan, add a new action at the end, and we have the new plan pi. So, the action is added at the end of a plan. So, you first pick the first action, then the second action, then the third action, and so on and so forth. You keep adding those actions to the plan. In backward state space planning, you add them before the plan. So, initially you have the empty plan, then you choose the last action, then you choose the second last action, and then you choose the third last action, and so on. So, the plan is constructed from the goal state to the start state. In forward state space planning, the plan is constructed from the start state towards the goal state. The goal test functions were similar, that the goal that you want to achieve G, it must be a subset of the state which you reach after progressing over the plan pi, starting with the start state. In a similar fashion, when you start with a goal state g of n and you progress over n actions using that plan pi, or you regress. So, these are negative, this is going in the opposite direction. Then you must reach a goal description which is a subset of the start state. So, that is the termination criteria, but as we saw, it has to be followed by a validity check that the plan pi that you have found, whether it is a valid plan or not. So, we have seen these effects. So, some more terminology about goals. The start state and the goal description are described as sets of sentences expressed as predicates in first order logic essentially. So, we have already seen this on AB, on BC, clear A, holding C, all these are predicates. They have a predicate name and they have arguments essentially. You can look at some place where logic is studied, for example, in the book, my book that I have mentioned here. So, the predicates like on AB and holding D in the blocks world are defined in specific PDDL languages used to define the domain. In the simplest languages, these are the way of describing predicates. As I said some time ago, we often refer to these predicates as goals essentially in the spirit of goal directed planning, in which each of them is a goal that needs to be true in some given state essentially. So, we will use the term goals and predicates interchangeably. The goal of planning is a set of such goals or goal descriptions, for example, on AB, on BC and so on, and we have seen that this is a partial description of a state. We do not care about what the other blocks are, how they are arranged. As long as this our description is satisfied, we say that the goal has been achieved. Any such description which is a partial description corresponds to a set of states containing the goal states essentially, which is very similar to when we said that a partial TSP tour stands for a set of possible TSP tours essentially, or as we said that a partial strategy in game playing or a cluster of strategy is a cluster of strategies, it stands for a set of strategies. So, likewise a goal description which is partial stands for many states which could satisfy the goal state. Any one of them would be okay with us. A state is a set in which all the goals are true essentially. So, that is how we define a state, that these are the goals or these are the predicates which are true in the set, and so that is defined as a set of predicates. So, next we will look at something called goal stack planning, which attempts to address the issues that we have seen in the two planning approaches, and it tries to make the best of both, which means that it works in a backward fashion, so that the branching factor is low, but it constructs plans in a forward fashion, so that it is a sound process. So, we will see that in the next session.